Good morning, my beautiful, amazing people. Let's get this day started. Do y'all make your bed in the morning? I used to never do this because I felt like it defeated the purpose because I'm just going to lay back in it later anyways. However, now if I don't do it, then my whole day is thrown off. After I make my bed, I start to get ready with the basics, washing my face, brushing my teeth, making sure that I have that moisturizer and SPF because we can't be out here looking crusty. Of course, we're going outside, so we have to use the sunscreen. I don't use a lot because, first of all, I don't like the white cast. That's usually what happens a lot of times when it comes to sunscreen, so. But a little will go a long way. Make sure you put that in, because baby, we are not going to be white facing out here. Even though my skin is melanated, does not mean that I can't burn. So black people, please make sure that you're wearing your sunscreen. Today, I have no idea what I'm doing, but the first step is to get up and I'll figure everything out from there. So let's continue to get ready and see what the day unfolds. With the ponytail. I don't know why, but I refuse to leave my house with crazy looking edges. We ain't about to be out here in these streets. Crazy edges. Luckily, my edges are still a little laid from yesterday, but we can't be outside looking crazy. Let's just do the little swoop. Look at the babies. Can't tell me nothing. Now let's get dressed. So this is the fit that we're going with. Just like, some slight. We're going to the park, so I thought I wanted to be comfortable. It's a little chilly outside right now, and I can tell that it's extremely windy. So I knew I wasn't wanting to go with some a little bit more covered up. Also, there be little kids at the park. I ain't trying to show them all my goods, You feel me? But yes, this is it. Got what is this? Hunter green. That I actually got it from the TikTok shop. People be sleeping on the TikTok shop. I get some gems from there. And no, I am not affiliated, but not yet. But I get some gems on there. So, and this is one of them, baby. Just let you know, body don't come with it though. That's from the gym. Huh. So I'm on my way to the park. Unfortunately, I can't take my car because my car wants to basically be broke. I'm going to explain that to y'all a little bit later, but I'm in the Beamer today. It's so weird driving this car because it's so different than my car. I literally have a small Elantra, so being in the big body bins is very new to me. Basically, I was driving my car and I turned and my car shut off. Like, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Went to go get it checked out, thought it was the battery or the alternator. Everyone said it was good, and then when my dad brought it back, shut off again. So I have no idea what's wrong with my car. I'm not a mechanic, but I need to figure that out because I have so many media events coming up that I literally need my vehicle. And the only reason I'm using my mom's car right now is because she's out of town. But guess what? She comes back today. So I just need a vehicle. Life's really been lifing. And yeah, I'm just trying to stay sane. Yeah, it's a lot, but we're here. And let's go to the park. I will say one thing I love about this car that's so different than mine. It drives so smooth and it's so quiet. Okay, my car you would hear like all the time, but this right here, y'all, is this what it feels like to drive luxury vehicles? Because I've been missing out. I've honestly been missing out. And you know what? It's such a nice day. I really should ooh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. How bad? Oh, Lord, I thought I cracked my screen. Jesus, see, I'm done. Okay, I made it to the park. Yeah, see, in my car, I have a little stand thing that I can put my phone on and I can record. Everything's all good. This one doesn't have that. It's just like a little ledge, and it did not look like it could support my phone. It didn't, and I was right. It couldn't, and I almost cracked my phone. Yeah, we're not doing that. You know it's bad if I drove here with no music on. But yeah, let's get this workout in. So we're out here on the trails, you know, getting our walk on. I got my fanny pack and everything with all my essentials. And you see, it's just such a lovely, beautiful day to be outside. And it's not super hot. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, so I'm really happy that it's not. But yeah, I try to come to the park every day, or if I don't, I go to the gym. But I try to get 10,000 steps a day. And if I go to the park, luckily I can usually get that if I go around the park about 3 times. I can get my 10,000 steps, or I'll just be prioritizing it on the treadmill. So I've been trying to do 10,000 steps for 30 days, and I'm on day 23. So your girl's really been killing it out here. Try to do this to get some exercise, because one thing that I feel like people don't really talk about when it comes to media or just life in general is the fact that, oh Lord, the lights. Look at that light. What people don't talk about is mental health. And you know that this month is actually Mental Health Awareness Month, which is crazy. But they don't talk about mental health in media, because media can put a toll on your mental health. And it can be a lot. You have to stay up to society standards. You have to deal with backlash on social media, in person. There's just so much that you have to deal with. So trying to make sure that you get these walks in or prioritize your mental health is extremely important. And that's just what I really try to do. You know, try to get out here and get some vitamin, C, D, one of them, whatever, be healthy. And yeah, and that's also how you keep the body yaddy yaddy, looking at body yaddy yaddy. And then you know what I'm saying, Since we are on the topic of mental health, since it is May, Mental Health Awareness Month, I'm not gonna lie, as I've been walking, I've gotten a little bit of anxiety, mainly because I don't really film myself out in public a lot. So doing vlogs are a little weird to me, not gonna lie. I always looked at it as like kind of weird, but I'm trying. I usually am the person in front of the camera, but that's when I'm at an event where people are expecting me to be in front of the camera. So I don't know, just being out in the open is a little scary. However, one thing that my therapist told me was when you start feeling anxiety, that this has helped me a lot, to go outside, go on a walk, and name everything that you see. And name it out loud, which I know sounds a little crazy and a little cringe, but it actually does help. So like right now I see green grass. I see a whole bunch of little bad little kids. I see some flowers, some white flowers. I see people in their cars staring at me, which is just hyping up the anxiety. But just a few of that stuff kind of just helps me a lot. And hopefully that can help you guys if you guys are feeling anything anxious. Also, one thing she told me is, she asked me what my favorite color is. My favorite color is purple. So she said, anytime you see something purple, take a deep breath. And that has helped me a lot. So hopefully that helps you guys. When I see people, especially men, at the gym or at a park, any form of activity that involves exercise, doing it in jeans, I automatically freak out. Is that just me, or do other people feel the same way? Because I just feel like, why are you wearing that to work out? Why are you wearing that to the gym? Why are you wearing that to the park? And when I say wearing it to the park, I'm talking about wearing it to the park to exercise. I'm confused. I automatically think you're gonna kill me. You're basically a serial killer. Like, I automatically feel uncomfortable, because if I'm walking around a trail and you're running in jeans, what is your motive? I'm confused. Okay, you know what? Let me play devil's advocate. It's very possible he could have had a long day at work, was like, I'm gonna get this exercise in by any means necessary, and I'm gonna go to the park and I'm gonna go to the gym, even though I'm in jeans. That is very possible. However, is it likely? Not as much. And I still think it's weird. That goes for women too. Like, why are you in jeans? I'm confused. Isn't that uncomfortable? But you know what? You're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day. As long as you get that exercise in them steps, I guess it doesn't matter. So I thought I would take a little break from walking and just come on here to just talk a little bit more about mental health, because since it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I keep saying that, but it's so important for you guys to know, because I recently found out, I wasn't even aware of it until I went on Instagram and saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a huge topic that I feel like not many people talk about, especially in the Black community, and especially how it affects media, people in this industry. Like, we go through so many mental ups and downs, roller coasters, turmoil. Like we go through so much that I feel like people don't realize all they see is the glitz and glam of the carpets, of everything that's on the end resort, opposed to what really goes down. So let's talk about what really goes down. But one thing with media, it's extremely unpredictable. And for those that are in it, y'all know, I feel like once I've entered this business, I've gotten so much anxiety. It's so crazy because mental health can show up in so many forms in the media industry that a lot of people don't even realize. I'll give you an example. Like me, I will be extremely stressed out trying to figure out content. I will go into a content overload, and it seems like I am malfunctioning basically in my brain of trying so hard to think of what do I need to post, what needs to go out next, how do I make this viral, how do I create a caption that is SEO approved with keywords and all that. Like there's so much that goes on that people just do not realize behind the scenes before the camera even turns on. Then don't let the camera be on. Once the camera comes on, you have to make sure the lighting is correct. Make sure that you're in frame. Make sure your mic is working. Make sure you sound good. Make sure you look good. And if that doesn't work out, or once you're done recording, you realize that you had no sound, which I've been in that situation and cried. That's literally the worst feeling ever. Don't even get me started. Now let's go over to the red carpet. We get to the red carpet, you're stressing out. Oh, what questions do I need to ask this celebrity? Oh, but this question has to be different than this question I asked this celebrity. Oh my gosh, I only have 2 minutes to talk to this celebrity. Oh, and while you're sitting here trying to ask the questions to the talent and they're taking a little bit too long, you have PR in the background going like this, talking about wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. But you're trying to make sure that they finish their sentence, but you know that they're taking a little bit longer, and then people are mad at you, and then you have the fear of possibly not being able to come back to the red carpet or a future event that they have strictly because they feel like you don't follow the rules because you didn't abide by the 2-minute rule. But that's not my fault. It's not my fault that Bow Wow likes to talk real long. It's not my fault he wanted to tell me his life story. Now let's get into post-op. You have to make sure you get your footage together. So you have to sit there and edit, make sure it's to your liking, but also to the standards of the PR company and the talent. Because once you are done, you have approximately 24 to 72 hours to submit that footage to the PR agency for them to have, which can be extremely stressful if you have other things in life going on and that's not your main focus to sit here and edit all this footage. But you have to make sure also you get it out in time while the hype is still high, so then your videos can perform well. And that's just the start. Don't let you have multiple events in one day or in 1 week. Stress goes on and on and on and on and on. It's hard. It's a lot. It's a stressful situation, but it's not something that you can't handle. At the end of the day, we get it done and we make it look seamless to everybody who is watching. One thing about media as well as it can cause a lot of depression. I know I've personally experienced that. Since media is very unpredictable, you might not know when your next event is. You might not even know if you get accepted into that event. You don't know when your next payday is going to be. This job requires a lot of mental strength and a lot of faith in your craft and how you navigate this world. It's hard. It's extremely hard. As I said in my last video, like losing my job and then trying to just completely bet on myself. When I say I'm depressed, a lot of times I'm depressed. I got anxiety. Like I be freaking out. Why you think I be going on all these walks? I need a stress reliever. It's so much not knowing when your next payday is going to be. And it's to the point where you need multiple streams of income. And I advise people all the time, don't quit that 9 to 5. Do not leave that 9 to 5. If you can do both, do both. I encourage it. I really do, because if you're going into this media business, be prepared to be broke. Be prepared to be mentally stressed. Be prepared for that. If you're ready for that, then come on, we will let you come. But if you're not, definitely think of how you can work your way into media without giving up your stability. But yeah, depression in this world is real. And one thing that people don't get is depression can show up in so many different forms. For instance, the pageant girl who unfortunately unalived herself, she looked like the happiest woman on the planet. Like, you won Miss USA, like you are just living your best life. But no, she really wasn't. Behind closed doors, this girl was going through things. And that's why, gosh, there's a fly. It's so important to check on your friends because you never know what they're going through. I suffer from that too. I look very happy, go lucky. My life is great. But guess what? No, your girl is depressed. Right now, I'm currently not depressed, but I will say life be lifing. And it's so hard to keep hope alive. But the theme for this week, and what seems like for a long time, has been it is what it is and trust the process. Even just this week, I didn't want to get up this morning. I did not even want to come and make this video. I didn't want to do none of that because I mentally, creatively, I had no ideas of what I want to talk about. I was dealing with so much this week. I was helping my cousin with her business and messed up. It was my first time working with her and messed up. Same day, my car decides it wants to break. To add on top of that, I've been having some real like gut issues. I've had these horrible headaches and migraines this entire week, not knowing the source of it. And I just have been feeling physically and mentally horrible this entire week. And it took a lot of me to even get up today and do this. But I knew that I had to. I knew I couldn't be stuck in that place of being, I guess you could say, quote unquote, victim. I had to keep going. I have to get up and go. But it's hard. It's so hard to push through, but you have to push through. And that's why I say mental health is so important, and making sure that you're aware of these things that are going on in your life and make sure that you tackle them head on early so then you don't become in a depressive state, because I've been in that depressive state and we're not trying to be in that depressive state at all. While being in this industry, please make sure that you're prioritizing your mental health. Take a break from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter/X. Take a break from that. The trolls ain't going nowhere. They're not. And I know that since we're in this industry, it's hard for us to stay off of social media because that's literally our job. That's literally our brand. But if you need a break, take the break. Do not sit here and feel the need that you need to be there. You know, FOMO, fear of missing out. Stop having that. Get out of that mindset. Get out of it. Because if Beyonce dropped a new clothing line today, that same clothing line will be there tomorrow. You don't have to worry about trying to be the first there, the first to do it, and stressing yourself out just trying to get the story. No, we're not doing that in 2024. Okay, we are prioritizing our mental health. We're not going to sit here and stress ourselves out about people we don't even know. I understand that it's hard. I get it, because I'm one of those people. Like, I can sit here and tell you don't do it, but I will go ahead and do it. And I know that's wrong. That's wrong of me. That's wrong. And I'm working on it. At least I can admit it. Okay. I can take accountability that I'm one of those people that do that. It's definitely a work in progress, but you have to make sure that you prioritize yourself, because if you don't, you are going to just dig a very deep hole and you're just going to sink into that mental health stress to the point where you won't even be able to perform. You won't be able to be yourself in front of the camera. You will not be able to do the things that you want to do. You won't even be able to really showcase the story in the way that you want to, because you're not mentally there. And we're not putting out bad content this year. And you will put out bad content if you're not mentally prepared or mentally there to be able to produce good content. And there's so much more I want to talk about when it comes to this subject that I will probably talk about continuously this month, because I will be bringing up Mental Health Awareness Month every day in the month of May. So get used to me saying that. Okay. I really want to produce a ebook about how to cope with mental health in this media industry and provide some tips and tricks. Make sure you stay tuned to my Instagram, because I'm going to probably try to do some posts about it, especially like some carousels, just to give some tips as I think of them. But I want to make sure you guys are aware of that so you guys can check that out. I definitely want to talk and go deeper into that subject, because a lot of people do not realize the depth and the toll that it can take on not only people in general, but extremely on people in the media industry, because that's why you see people committing all the time. Last thing we need is more people feeling like they don't need to be on this earth anymore. I need to sometimes relax, be with nature, and enjoy my life in real life. That's something that you guys should do too. Don't let these people stress you out. All right, guys, I'm going to go finish my walk. Thank you guys for watching my vlog. Make sure you guys check out next week. Also, if you didn't see my intro video and you're new here, make sure you go check that out too, because it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, you guys enjoy, and peace out, Girl Scouts.